Hello, everyone. So, Kenneth Okonkwo in an interview, said that Atiku, Tinubu, Peter Obi should step aside and that new faces should come in. He said opposition has failed. Actually, I agree with him. Opposition has failed in the sense that a lot of people who have been elected into office that are on the opposition platform have not, really come out to really act the way they should. PDP, Labour Party, all of them, they haven't really done what they should. But what baffles me is the fact that on what basis are you lumping Peter Obi, Atiku and Tinubu in the same WhatsApp group? I don't get it. When you say old faces, when you say whatever, you keep saying that Peter Obi should not contest for 2027 election. He should give way to new faces. Who are these new faces? What is the new face? I don't understand. How did Peter Obi, okay, so because Peter Obi contested in 2023 election, he actually won the election that was rigged, and that makes him now the old face. That makes him part of the Atiku and the Tinubu kind of this thing. In terms of age, they are not in the same age zone. Peter Obi is in his 60s, early 60s. The other ones are in their 70s or probably late 70s or something like that. So they are not in the same age group. So it's like saying that myself, like lumping me and Peter Obi and say that we are the same old politicians or whatever, because we are also in a different, age group. I'm in my early 50s. And then, of course, if you now look at the kind of things that they've done in terms of their policy, in terms of the governance style that they have run, is totally different. Is it in terms of Peter Obi has never been found to be corrupt or any corruption, anything attached to him. He didn't loot money while he was in office. So you can't use that lack of competence or character against him. And then both Atiku, there are a lot of corruption allegations. Both Atiku and Tinubu, a lot of corruption allegations. So on what basis are you putting Peter Obi and because I'm really trying to understand from Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo's point of view. I'm really trying to understand that. So to say, okay, which part of it, because I'm not getting it. If you say opposite, some people should not contest, whatever, but how did Mr. Peter Obi enter into that whole category? And then if he enters into that whole category, who are the ones that are going to compete in 2027? That's to say all politicians or anyone who has been partisan before shouldn't contest, or anyone who has been a governor or who has been something, who had ever run for office shouldn't contest. So I'm still trying to wrap my head around all of that to say, what is this thing? What is this thing and where is it? But anyway, just take a listen at what Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo himself said.
People who steal mandate, if they have this zeal to fight for it, to grab it at all costs, to snatch it and run away with it, you that have the victory that people worked for, you must have equal and superior zeal to snatch your mandate at all costs, to grab it, to fight for it, and to run away with it. It is your victory. And people who voted for you, you have to fight. If you don't want to fight, step down. You know what I want? Tinubu, Atiku, Peter Obi, they should step aside. We need new people who will take over this mantle. If you don't want to fight these thieves, then you step aside. Time for calm down. It's over.
So, why do you look?
Well, I really don't know, but there's a reason for everything. And maybe if he could give us his reasons, and then they will actually do make sense to us. But right now, it's not making sense to me. I don't see where that is. But one of the things that for me I want to say is that why is there so much fixation about Peter Obi not running for 2027? Who is afraid of Peter Obi running in 2027? So why is it? I mean, if they've said Peter Obi, did not win the election, Peter Obi came last, Peter Obi this, Peter Obi that, you shouldn't be bothered whether he runs or not, right? That's for me. I'm going beyond even the Kenneth Okonkwo. So I could see, let me even try to see from Kenneth Okonkwo's angle that maybe he needs new people that he thinks will win. I don't know. But for me, it's the fact that there is this It's not just from Kenneth Okonkwo, beyond Kenneth Okonkwo. So there's this orchestrated moves. You see when something is orchestrated, that it's coming from different angles, but you know that it's from one source, even though it's coming from different angle, but it's definitely from one source. And this whole issue of again and again and again and again and again to say that Peter Obi shouldn't contest, Peter Obi shouldn't run for office in 2027, Peter Obi, I'm like, excuse me? Atiku has been running since 1992. The way they are hammering on Peter Obi not running for should not run for 2027. They are not hammering like that on Atiku. But then of course it's also said they know who won the election. They know by the grace of God again who will win the election again 2027. You know, God sparing our lives to get to that time. And so what they want to do now is, as much as possible, a lot of discrediting. That's why you see the whole, like I did a video the other time, I talked about the bigotry that is going on, the bigotry against Igbos. First of all, they've used religion, Muslim tickets and all of that. Now they really want to wrap up of the fact that, oh, the Igbo whatever, the Igbo tribe, so all they want to do is lump Peter Obi with his tribe and say this, that. But I think propaganda wouldn't work, in the sense that the hunger, hunger has shown people are hearing when people are queuing for 1,000 naira for petrol. I shouldn't be laughing, but honestly, I will tell you that sometimes there are certain hard conditions that people need to go to, that even you in your personal life, you need to go through those hard conditions for you to have sense. Until and unless you go through it, you will not get that sense. And so that's where it is. That is definitely where we are right now. But honestly, I'm still battling. I'm still trying to wrap my head around, how did Mr. Peter Obi become lumped up with Atiku and Tinubu, that, oh, they shouldn't run for office, they've now become the old faith. If you have any answers to that, please drop them in the comment section. Let me read and see. Let me try and read and see and understand. And I'm very open-minded. For me, I believe there's always something, there's always an angle. I love dissenting opinions, because dissenting opinion gives us opportunity to see issues from perspectives that we've not looked at them before. And so I really would love to see and understand all of these things. Where is it really coming from? What is this, all about? And hey, it is what it is, right? But Nigerian politics is quite interesting. But for me, like I always say, is the fact that, dear citizens, every one of us, we can't stay out of politics. We have to be part of politics. At this moment where we don't have the required critical number of people that we care for us, that we think about us, that we make policies with us in mind, then it behoves on every one of us to be part of that politics. You can do something. You can be a registered member. Even if you don't want to be a registered member, you can be those that help people campaign, help them raise money, because politics is expensive. Help them raise money. You can run for office if you have the capacity. You can just be a party member to ensure that best candidate emerge. For me, it's always about the person, really not about the party. If for example, Nigeria, we get to a place where it is only the best of the best that emerge in all the candidates, in all the parties, you can go home and sleep now, knowing fully well that at the end of the day, whoever emerge will be competent, we do the right thing for the people. The only thing that will matter is the ideologies. Where is this one? Where is that one? Kind of a thing. So when we get to that place, then not everybody has to be in politics. But as we are right now, the way things are created, we have to be. And 2027, it is a battle. It is a battle for the survival of Nigeria. It is. This suffering that we've gone through, I hope we don't allow the suffering to go to waste. I hope we learn from the suffering. I hope we put Nigeria first instead of our personal selfish interests first. Because it's when Nigeria is good that all of our lives will be good. No matter how rich you are, no matter how wealthy you are, no matter what position you have, as long as Nigeria is not good, you also will be affected, because you cannot enjoy your life freely the way you should be enjoying your life. So please, we all must put our hands together to get that nation that we all have been yearning for. So at this moment, I've not done my overcuve. I didn't even have to, because I was actually literally trying to think and wrap my head around. I like say, okay, let me understand. Why is it? Let me see from what angle is it that Peter Obi shouldn't run? From what angle is it that Peter Obi, what you call him now, Atiku and Tinubu are lumped together as the old politicians that they couldn't run. So I didn't even have time to even remember my but hey, a lot of things are happening, and I'll keep you posted, inshallah. Bye.